Just like what he just said, we are the Israelite School, University of Practical Knowledge. We come from and out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, underneath Commander J. and Hunter. Now, I'm pretty sure you may be wondering why do you see a group of black and Hispanic men on the street corner yelling out of their voice? You understand? The reason why is because we out here in the streets is to bring the knowledge of who black, Hispanic, and North American Indian men are here in America. Because for the past 500 years, our identity and our nationality has been stripped from us through slavery. You understand? We came over here on cargo slave ships, and we were given names like Toby, Tim, John. You understand? As to where our original names is actually Hebrew. And according to the Bible, the real Jews are black people, man.
That's right.
When you read this book, this is not a book that pertains towards any religion at all whatsoever. When you read the scriptures, you will actually find out that the real Jews are actually black people who came over here on cargo slave ships 400 years ago. And we're going to bring it out according to the Bible. Read.
John chapter 6 verse 32. Then Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you.
8 and 32. Slacking. Take your time, Mark. All throughout the scriptures in which you will see that the Bible is only a book that pertains towards blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians. The whole entire message of the Bible is centered on his chosen people. Christ only came to save one race of people. You understand? Don't get caught up in that Christianity as far as Jesus Christ came to save the sins of the whole world. That's a damn lie. You understand? That's the Roman Catholic Church as far as for pushing the agenda out and believing that Christ can better go ahead and save everybody from their sins. Read.
John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And what is the truth? Knowing that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right. And that blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians are the real chosen Jews according to the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? When you read the Bible, you have to read it and understand that this is a book that was written by black people more than 5,000 years ago. Right. All the records and all the history that's in the book is only pertaining towards black people and as far as our history.
That's right.
Because the Bible is actually black history when you actually do your research behind it. You understand? Drop that out. I want you to go ahead and grab for me Romans 13 and 11. Because what you need to understand in these last days, as far as what the Lord is doing, as far as for sending the coronavirus, as far as for sending these different plagues in the earth, you understand? Hurricane Ida that happened over in New Jersey and New York. You got the forest fires over in California. You got what happened over in Haiti with the Haitians, and how they just suffered a 7.2 magnitude earthquake back in August. You understand? And what happened after that? They wound up moving on down at the border of Texas. You understand? To where they tried to seek refuge from a race of people that could get less them about it. You understand? And the most amazing thing about it is that the Lord was in the midst of that, because at the time in which that was happening in the midst of the tabernacles, the Feast of Tabernacles. You understand? Those Haitians was intense at the border, keeping the Lord's feast days and not even knowing it. You understand? And the Lord was right there in the midst, bringing blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians together. You understand? According to the scriptures. And right now, there's still a good remnant of Haitians that's still in Mexico with the tribe of Issachar. Issachar and Levi together, bringing the truth out underneath the ISBK, underneath Commander J. Hunter. You understand? Which is happening at a rapid speed. You understand? And we're gonna go ahead and bring it out according to the Bible. Read.
Romans chapter 13 verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
The scripture says now it's high time to wake out of sleep. If you're a black, Hispanic, and North American Indian, you hear my voice, you got to get off of crack, cocaine, heroin, and stop getting high. You have to face the reality in which we're living in America, of knowing that white people's foot is on our neck, that we are at the bottom of society, that we are the first fight and the last hire, that we are always being stereotypicalized here in America just because of the condition which we're living in. You understand? And by being in the ghettos, barrios, and reservations, to where we are at the very bottom of society, to where we are considered to be second-class citizens. When you read the Bible, the Lord considers us to be the most holy people according to the Bible. You understand? Grab John chapter 7, verse 6. You understand? One of the most greatest things that the Lord has done, and by giving us His book, and by giving back our identity as far as who we are, is by knowing that white people, at some point period of time, when Christ come back, who is a black man according to the Bible, is going to put white people in slavery. You understand? That's going to be their turn. You understand? Because right now they have a payment that they need to pay for what they had done, and by bringing black people into slavery for 400 years. Read.
John chapter 7 verse 6. Then Jesus said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is already ready.
My time is what?
Not yet come, but your time is already ready.
Right, our time is already ready. You understand? Meaning that we're going to go ahead and leave out of our captivity. You understand? Grab for me on Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. You understand? When you read the Bible, you will read that it is a book that pertains towards the Lord's chosen people as far as for us to coming out of our captivity. We came over here on cargo slave ships, and we're going to leave on spaceships. You understand? Little known to a lot of people, and what you don't know in these last days is that the Lord is working in the midst of America and by bringing America down to its feet. You understand? And by crumbling its financial and economic system. You understand? Well, you don't need if you're black, Hispanic, and North American Indian, you don't need to be reluctant upon being reliable on a white man's system and his economic structure. You understand? When you take out this Bible and we keep these laws, statutes, commandments that is in this book, you don't got to worry about having food shortages. You don't got to worry about a police officer having his knee on your neck like what he did with George Floyd. You understand? And one of the most prominent things that happened after that event, right after that cop murdered George Floyd, what happened? The coronavirus came into America. That was the Lord bringing justice on America for as far as what these cops is doing to our people in America when nobody gives a damn about us.
That's right. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into what?
Egypt again.
Right, Egypt meaning bondage. You understand? We can't get caught up in Juneteenth by thinking that we actually got some type of independence. We can't get up in the Mexican Independence Day that our Mexican brothers just celebrated 2 months ago. What independence do you have here in America when you still got to wake up towards a 9 to 5? To where you still got to pay taxes? To where you got to still answer to a white man who can better give a damn about the plight of your people? You understand? Nobody can give a damn about the plight of our problems and our situation but black people and Hispanics and North American Indians. We have to stand up for the plight of our own problems, and we have to come together as one race of people and take our spirit out of America. You understand? And right now we can't get caught up in these holidays in which is being promoted. We can't get caught up in celebrating Halloween, which is coming up in the next 2 damn weeks. You understand? This is one of the most prominent things that our people is embedded their spirit into, as far as for following everything in which is according to us in society. You understand? Grab for me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 18, in verse 18. Deuteronomy 18:18. What you don't know is that blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians are chosen people according to the Lord. And a black man known as Jesus Christ, who you know as Yahweh Mashiach, he is going to come back into the earth, and he's going to put you white people in slavery. You understand? The same way when you came over here on cargo slave ships, you are going to be put in slavery. You're going to be our servants and our handmaids. You understand? The same way if you serve our term, you're going to serve a term that's going to be endless. You're going to serve a term to where you think that you're going to gain some source of justice or independence when you're not going to get it. You understand why? Because we never got ours in America. You understand? And little known to white people in America is that you are going to be the most perfect servant on these niggas, on these spicks, on these wetbacks. You understand? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
From among their what?
Their brethren.
Right, this is the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord says that I will raise up a prophet from among their brethren. Meaning what? Meaning that the Most High is going to send a man who's going to look exactly like us according to the scriptures. And he's going to be in the same representation and by coming out of the ghetto just like we've been raised up in the ghetto of bars and reservations. The scripture says, can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Well, I can tell you what? A black man named Jesus Christ. You understand? Who came out of the ghetto just like we came out of the ghettos. You understand? Nobody will ever consider that that a prophet of the Lord would be a nigga who could come out of the slums of the barrios and reservations, man. When that actually is happening right here in these last days in which we're living in, to where the truth is actually being brought forth into the earth by the Lord's chosen people, blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. I will raise him up a prophet from among their brethren.
From among their what?
From among their brethren, like unto thee. And I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Verse 19. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
If you walking past this camp right now, and if you're a black, Hispanic, North American Indian man, if you're Puerto Rican, if you're Jamaican, if you're Guatemalan, if you're Colombian, and you walking past and you're not grabbing a flyer, that's you missing out on the opportunity for you to not be a part of the destruction in which Jesus Christ is going to bring in America. You understand? White people got to turn according to the Bible. Grab Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10. You understand? When you read the Bible, you read how it's pertaining towards us as a people, as far as for how we can actually gain our justice in here in America. We can't gain our justice by voting. You understand? We've been voting for the past 60 years, and we still have no damn results at all. Our conditions are still the same. We shot the Million Man March with Louis Farrakhan, justice or else, and what the hell was or else? You understand? We still in the same condition which we're living in. You understand? We tried peaceful protesting. We tried having meetings after meetings about why are we out of conditions in which we're living in and how we can make it better. As to where these black politicians and these black pastors and preachers are not speaking up for the plight of blacks, Hispanic, and North American Indian poverty in America. They rather keep their mouth shut and take a check rather than having the balls to speak about what's happening here in America towards that people. Read.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Edom.
This is the judgment of you white people in America. You think that you can better go ahead and get away with the murder and the bloodshed of black people here in America. You took America from the North American Indians and then had the audacity to bring black people on cargo slave ships to build your empire on up. And then go to the even higher extent to say that Mexicans just only have Mexico when California is Mexico, Oregon is Mexico, New Texas is Mexico. You understand? The whole entire southern western region of America is all Mexico territory. You understand? This is that land by right, and the real aliens is white people who are taking this land by force. You understand? And you want to talk about the real things, you want to talk about the real murders. You white people are the real murders, man. You got a judgment that's coming. Read.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Against thy brother what?
Jacob.
Right, and who is Jacob according to the Bible? Jacob is the Lord's chosen people, blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, whom the Lord made his covenant according to the Bible. When you read the Bible, the Lord never made his covenant with no other race of people but niggers, Hispanics, and North American Indians. You understand? Read.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
And what violence have Esau committed against Jacob? Bringing us over here on cargo slave ships. Beating us and terrorizing us that make us the most subservient slaves in America. And what tactics have they done and by being successful in doing that? And by placing Christianity on us. You understand? Everybody like to say that the Bible is a white man's book. That's a damn lie. You understand? There is no white people in the Bible whom the Lord has come to save and give salvation unto. As to where what people need salvation. You understand? According to the Bible. Black people need salvation, and by being delivered from the hands of white people here in America and by slaughtering us every goddamn day, we're not getting no justice about it. Read.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
What?
Shame shall cover thee.
Right, and the ISPK and the Command Gianna, we had shamed America. Why? Because when those Haitians was underneath that bridge over in Del Rio, Texas, they did not help them. They didn't even give them aid. You understand? They was giving them water. They was giving them water that was down there 70 or 80 degrees. In Texas, Texas and Mexico is a hot territory. You understand? When America wasn't speaking up for what was happening towards those Haitians over in Del Rio, Texas, the ISBK on the Commander sent Captain Gahan and Captain Yassazar. They better go ahead and give those brothers the truth. They better go ahead and give them food, water, and toiletry when we was the only people that was down there providing them the proper aid that they needed. And more importantly, the truth. Because those Haitians that was down that was underneath that bridge, they were the original Levitical priesthood according to the Bible. You understand? And which they really needed the truth. And this truth is being spread all throughout Puerto Rico, all throughout Mexico, all throughout the UK. You understand? We're not just here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We got schools in every goddamn state waking up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And what you're going to see right now in these last days is that you're going to see America crumble and come down in this economic structure. And you're going to see the spirit of white people arouse up. You understand? As far as for seeing the hatred in which you're going to recognize and see how America is actually falling. You understand? The same way that the Lord dealt with Egypt, he's going to deal with America. The same way that the Lord dealt with Babylon, he's going to deal with America. The same way that the Lord did with Sodom and Gomorrah, the same way that the Lord did with Greece and Rome, he's going to deal with America. Brother, if you have a question, go over towards the table. You know, I can give a deal what you want to say. Read up.
Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
The Lord said that you white people are going to be cut off forever. You understand? There is going to be no justice and no redemption for you white people, in which you're going to be seeking when the Lord comes back. You understand? You think you can better hide in those bunkers 700,000 and 800,000 feet beneath the earth, but you are still going to be slaves when Christ comes back. You understand? Go ahead and drop that for me out. Grab for me, I want you to grab for me the book of, bear with me. Once again, Minneapolis, Minnesota, we are the Israelite School with Universal and Practical Knowledge. Coming to you out of from and 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, on the Commander